Okay, time to play again. Today we're doing Greyjoy, what is it called? Sea of Blood. Let's go. Turn that down so it doesn't blast whenever somebody joins the game. Okay, should be able to do some good stuff and win a game with Greyjoy Sea of Blood because it's Greyjoy Sea of Blood. It's a pretty good deck. I'm kind of hoping to avoid the mirror match because I just feel like over half my games are against Greyjoy these days. I mean, understandably so. This guy's name is Ironborn. Oh, but he's not Greyjoy. Okay. Well, my wish came true. It's not Greyjoy. Baratheon Dragon Banner. Interesting. I'm expecting Queensguard. But I can discard Queensguard with We Do Not Sow, so maybe I have an answer. I think I have to keep this hand. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand. Now, what is it? Yeah, this is definitely the way to do it. Oh, dang. Why did I think I could do 5-2? I can't do 5-2. Well, maybe that was a mistake, but he probably doesn't have March to the Wall. If he has it, he freaking got me, but, like, what is he doing running March in this deck? How does this guy work? Well, that's not very useful at the moment. He does have it. Okay, sure. He made me first player. That seems like a weird choice. You do know I'm Sea of Blood, right? Like, if I just marshal this Asha that has stealth, and I just stealth Courtney, he could be screwed. I mean, he's definitely taking a risk. But he probably has the Neil Melisandre in his hand. That would be my guess. That's probably why he made me first. So let's do Victarion. What is he going to do about that? He's not going to do anything about Victarion, I don't think. Oh, I don't like that guy. Oh, I get to use my agenda too because I have Iron Fleet Scout. That's too bad. Well, maybe he has something else here with this His Star trigger. He discarded the Queen's Guard. Well, that's not going to save him. This is what I was talking about. Why did he make me first player? Seems like a terrible idea. He's not going to have a good time. I don't know if it's correct to stand Victarion or give him Renown. Because I'm going to kill his Dar. I think I have to stand him, yeah. This way he can defend from Courtney. Let's get this. See, now he's like, yeah, he left the game. He's dead. You know, what's he going to do? So that wasn't very smart, bro. You should not have made me first player. Now, he might have been dead even if he made himself first player, but that just was not too intelligent. This is what I'm talking about when people just automatically click the opponent to be first player every time, no matter what it is in every situation. That's not actually a smart thing to do. Anyways, that was way too one-sided and fast, so let's play again and see if something else can happen. That also shows the extreme power of the Sea of Blood agenda to just win the game on the first turn, which is kind of what I was concerned about with this agenda. It definitely does seem to have a lot of potential for that. Like after that first turn with his stuff dead there, I mean, I'm Greyjoy, so you can't reset me is the problem. People are like, ooh, Valar Dohaeris, that doesn't really work unless the Greyjoy opponent is stupid. Because if you saw my hand there, I had like 6 more high-cost characters with dumb abilities in my hand. And I was just going to hold back at least one of those and maybe like probably an extra copy because I think I had like 2 copies of Asha. So what I would do is marshal 1 copy and then hold the other copy. And that way, even if he plays Valar Dohaeris, he cannot actually get rid of these characters. It's just delaying the inevitable. Now, one thing that could screw over Greyjoy is if you're a Martell and you're doing like icon removal, that could be a problem. But even then, I think Greyjoy probably has the advantage. They're just so good right now. Oh, come on, join the game. There we go. Let's see what this guy does. No free folk, please. You know, of all the decks that will beat free folk, I think Sea of Blood probably can do it. Targ Sea. Well, he's going to have March, so we can't open Asha. This is definitely better. I think a Sea of Blood deck with some high initiative plots could definitely beat a free folk deck, but I'm just so beyond even remotely wanting to deal with free folk at this point in the game. I just don't want to play against it at all. Even if I win, I just don't want to play against it. Oh, I have to hit done. 3 strength Dothraki Honor Guard. I wonder if he's a Dothraki deck. He's got this Devoted Blood Rider. That'd be cool. Alright, if we do double Summer Harvest, he'll have very little gold, and that'll make it difficult for him to buff his Honor Guard. And hopefully that can be in my favor. If it's not Summer Harvest, I mean, I don't think it would be Time of Plenty. I don't know what his plot might be. No way to know. Like, what does Targ like to start with? I don't even know. Yeah, double Summer Harvest. That just makes sense. And so even though I knew he would probably do Summer Harvest, it was still correct for me to do my Summer Harvest. Because it's the minimal amount of gold that he can have, and I at least have a coin flip on initiative. If counting coppers would win initiative, it might be correct to do counting coppers, but you will lose initiative, so you don't want to do that. And he might just be dead right away because I have Stealth and Grey Ghost. So he has no locations. That's really bad for him. Now let's think, do we want... We can't marshal any big dudes. We don't need Great Kraken yet. It's only the first turn. Let's do... Well, I do want to be able to use Put to the Sword, so I need to save 1 gold. Which means I should probably do Hagen's Daughter? No, that doesn't work. This is what I think I have to do. Eager Deckhand, maybe? Let's just do this. This isn't perfect, but I think it's fine. But yeah, as you can see here, he's on 0 gold. And there's he just has no options due to having no gold. And he's not in a great spot. We're just gonna do that. And then stealth this guy. And he's gonna be dead. This also shows why this version of Theon, the core set, is, in my opinion, better for Sea of Blood. Obviously, if this was the 3-cost Theon here, I would not be able to do what I'm doing. You definitely want this guy. Oh, this character, of course. I should have remembered that this was a character. Of course he has this. That was guaranteed to be in his hand. They always have it. Well, now I probably have to do Valar Morghulis because of that. A 0 gold action that puts 7 gold, 7 strength worth of stuff into play. Pretty fair card right there. If I had the damn Drown God Fanatic, he would still be really screwed. But another card that I'm guaranteed to not have in hand when I need it. Just like he's guaranteed to have the Katho. I would assume he's going to do Put to the Torch on my Iron Mines, which really sucks. Probably still going to do Valar Morghulis. If he doesn't get rid of this Iron Mines, then I think I'm definitely going to do Valar Morghulis. But I feel like surely that's going to be what he does. Gifts for the Widow, okay. That's weird. Oh, he just had a Put to the Torch in his hand. That makes sense. Got the Grey Ghost, also understandable. Another problem here is I don't have enough economy. I only have 1 sea tower and I don't have any more economy in my hand. That's pretty bad. It would really be good if I could have more economy available. I will probably discard this Balon. He's too expensive. Maybe raiding the Bay of Ice. Yeah, I guess this is probably a better toss for the time being. Yeah, I just don't see any way that I don't play Valar Morghulis here. Now, if he's smart and he flips like Late Summer Feast, he can blow me out. But I just feel like I just have to do this. Like nothing else makes sense here. What is this? Vanquish the unbelievers. Okay, I guess he got me. That's pretty smart. So I guess it is a Dothraki deck if he has that plot. This is like, I'm tempted to not even use the Iron Mines on Theon. Because if he has any way that he can win a military challenge, which is pretty likely, then Theon's just going to die anyways. So what I can do here is save the Iron Mines and basically try to play a character that will actually live next turn. I don't know if that's correct or not. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it though. We'll just see. This could be a mistake. I might should have saved him. But the problem is because he has 2 claim this turn, and he probably can do Put to the Sword. Like this Theon, using the Iron Mines on him, he's just going to die anyways. Like I probably have to marshal 0 characters this turn. And because I still don't have enough economy, I probably lost the game at this point. That's my guess. But we can keep playing and see what happens. There's not enough locations for me to do a good trade routes, which is another considerable problem. Oh, he's lucky I don't have March. But this is good. Now next turn I can do Force March. The Hagen's daughter is fortunate. She can block the agenda trigger and will not actually die. Aw, damn. He's going to give him a strength buff attachment with that. Maybe he has Drogo's Arak. Too bad that costs 2 gold. I don't know what costs 1 gold that would buff his strength, actually. What is this? Okay, so he realized that he does not have any attachments he can get that will help him. Which, that's what I realized after he played that. I was like, well, the Arak is 2 gold if that's what you're trying to get. So... Now maybe he's going to be 300 IQ and he's going to play it during the military challenge here. That's what I'm expecting. I think that he can reduce it by 1 with this and still use the agenda. I think that's how that works. Oh, well, he didn't do it, so... Definitely the Reader. He's pretty useless. And probably Triss Botley. Too expensive. Don't add military icons. I don't know what his plot could be now. That makes sense. Late Summer Feast. That should be in my plot deck for this exact reason, to have a money plot when there's not enough locations for trade routes. But I still think this is basically one of, or, you know, definitely one of the best plot lineups that I could have. Okay, now, man, I don't have enough gold for my big boys. That really sucks. Basically, all I can do is Grey Kraken and just pass. The Iron Fleet Scout does let me threaten the win by 5, but with 10 gold, he can most definitely get some stuff that will block that and prevent me from using the agenda. It's just a question of what it's going to be. Now there's enough locations I can do trade routes. That probably has to be my next plot. I'm going to get up and get a little more coffee. Next turn, if I do trade routes and put Balon into play, or Marshal Balon rather, well, I would have to... Oh no, these guys are going to go away. So yeah, then if I just buff Balon by +1 strength, I think that's the way that I can get a guaranteed agenda trigger on him. Sorry, what's he doing now? Well, do it then, buddy. Come on. Oh, goodness. What is this? Well, I guess this card has to come out. I don't think it really matters if I declare both to attack. Yeah, it does not matter at all. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do 2 challenges. This way I can potentially draw more cards. Oh no, I should have attacked with both of them. That was a misplay. Because they could be 6, and then he has to declare 2 dudes to defend. Oh well. If he doesn't defend challenges, he's also letting me draw cards off Great Kraken, which is really bad. So... unfortunately, he has stealth. That's too bad. So I am probably going to get put to the torch on Great Kraken or Iron Mines here, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? Definitely my downfall in this game, if I lose it, is not having economy. Only 1 sea tower over the entire game is very painful. When you're forced to use Valar Morghulis early like that, then it's really painful. If I had started out ahead on board, like it looked like I was going to before Kotho, then it would be fine. But if you have to do a reset and then you don't have any economy, that's terrible. I think I also had a bit of a misplay with drawing off of Great Kraken there. I should have taken +1 power on one of those triggers, because now I'm like over reserve. Let's see what he's going to get. Yeah, he took the Great Kraken. That makes sense. Come on, give me economy, finally. Too bad I can't use Valar Morghulis again. Oh, I guess I could do that. Is that worth it? No. Tempting, though. Well, I think we can lose put to the torch. I don't think that's going to accomplish a whole lot at this point. He doesn't have Murine or anything like that. Then I want to keep all the rest of these really badly. I think I have to toss Victarion. I don't have enough warships. And it's tempting to even toss this Drown God Fanatic. I'm not sure if I can afford to do that. I think we'll toss the little guy. I think we have enough saves that we don't necessarily need him. So what I can do here is sneak attack and go first with Balon. That's going to be really spicy. I think that has to be the play. Trade routes would get me, what, 7 gold? But he's probably going to win initiative. So it's not really good enough. Sneak attack is enough gold to bring out Balon, and that could be the only thing that matters here. Yeah, see, sneak attack was definitely correct because he did that. I kind of expected that it would be that plot. So I can bring Balon for how much? 3 gold, and then I'll have 1 left. Let's freaking go. Let's see if you have nightmares, dude. You have nightmares? You're gonna need it. If he has nightmares, I'm not gonna be happy. If he doesn't have nightmares, maybe I have a chance. Oh, he got a save. That's unfortunate. Luckily, I have 3 saves for Balon, so Balon can at least survive this turn, even with double military challenges from Khal Drogo. Next turn, I can do like we take Westeros and put the Grey Kraken or Grey Ghost back into play. So yeah, it looks like he's going to have to eat this agenda trigger and 2 claim from me. The 2 claim's not really going to bother him. The put to the sword is the thing that I'm going to have that's strong. I guess I have to use that on the raiding Khalazar. Now I would guess he's going to pick Second Sons and Blood Rider. That would be my guess. He might use the dupe. Yeah, use the dupe. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Because if I get to do my agenda again, I do put to the sword on Khal Drogo now. And one good thing now is if I do we take Westeros, I will win initiative against Forced March. Which probably won't matter because Balon will be kneeling from the Forced March, but I mean, I guess it's something. Basically, this is another good game for showing how Sea of Blood wins on the first turn, because you see the opponent sort of won the board contest on the first turn and got to trigger his agenda, and then I lost the game. It doesn't really matter what I do, I can't come back. And one big reason for that is the repeated put to the torch triggers. Like I was saying when I was discussing this agenda, if there was not the location destruction, it wouldn't be as big a deal, but the ability to destroy the locations over and over prevents people from being able to make a comeback. So I use this. He doesn't have any intrigue, so I won't use it. If he had intrigue, I would use it. Oh yeah, I have to use it anyways because he has more military. Maybe he has Hand's Judgment. That'll be super sad if he has Hand's Judgment. Nope. Alright, if I top deck a big character, then I'll give myself a maybe. But I have to top deck a good character. If I'm... what do I get? This is actually tough. I guess it has to be Iron Mines? Oh, man. Yeah, let's do Iron Mines. Come on. Give me something. Give me Euron. Damn. Well, I probably lost. That's just bad luck. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah, there's no point to marshaling this guy because even if I reduce him, I can't pay for Hagen's daughter then, so this is fine. I'm pretty sure I lost this turn. I don't think there's any way out of it. Yeah, he doesn't even have to marshal anything. But I did have a chance in this game. There's several things that could have gone differently where I would have had a better chance. Number one, if I had another decent character to play this turn, that would have been really big. Number two, if I had better economy, I didn't find economy until too late in the game. Number three, if he doesn't start with Kotho Missandei in hand, but like I said, that's guaranteed. You can't really count on that. If you play against Targ, it's like a 100% chance they draw that in the opening hand. So he's going to win the game by 1 strength here, I think. Because I can come in with 6, and he can defend with 7, and then he'll win off dominance, 14. That works too. Another way that he can do it right here. Because I don't have enough strength to do the agenda. Another interesting thing about this game is I've ended up actually losing due to power race, not because the opponent actually killed everything. Now, he did kill or remove a lot of cards off of my side, but let's say this game goes on for a couple more turns, and I use like counting coppers or something, I would still have plenty of stuff on my side. And my guess is that I would get board advantage because he discarded his whole hand. He only has 2 characters left, and I have these guaranteed triggers with Balon. I would probably be able to win if this game went on for 1 or 2 more turns. But nope, I'm dead. That's too bad. It was a good game. Showed off a lot of different aspects of the agenda and like the plot contest that you have where they're trying to do high initiative and 2 claim and things like that. Using Puts of the Torch to kill all my stuff. Alright, well, I think that was a good video for today. We managed to lose with the Greyjoy Sea of Blood, and we lost to Targaryen, which is what I would have expected, because if it's not going to be Greyjoy that's the overpowered faction, it's still Targaryen. I mean, Targ is still Targ, right? Sometimes you just get Targaryen, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, that's the stuff for today.